Greetings viewers, this is Martin Mav coming at you with another video. Today we're going to go each individual part that comes with the Optimus Prime G1 version model kit. For those who are not familiar with my videos, I do a 3-part series. The first part is going over the history of the character or mobile suit or mech of said model kit. Then I will open the box, go over the contents, go over the manual. The second video, I go through each part that comes with the kit in a little bit more detailed review. And the third video, I assemble the kit and I just do a full-on review, some posing, the good, the bad, everything else in between, and if this kit worth getting. So with all that being said, let's get to each part that comes with this kit. So let's start off with the Optimus Prime chest. Now, in most, if not all of my second videos, let's say, the shoulders are part of the arms, but in the instructions they wanted the shoulders to be attached to the chest, so I just kept it safe like that, just to be sure. I wouldn't want to jeopardize this kit or anything like that, so I just stick with that. But the chest piece, it actually looks pretty nice. Definitely has that nice solid red color, just like every Optimus Prime Transformer figurine, or there are some kits there aside from this one that are out. So definitely happy with the color. I do like the blue translucent pieces that is used for the windows here. So I do like that. I do like the grill here that basically kind of looks like a set of abs. So it's kind of nice that features there. The inside, if you open this chest plate, and you can open this up, that little blue translucent piece, that is the matrix of leadership. I kind of wish there was more pieces than just that little blue gem, but I'll say it's okay. At least it's a little bit better than just a detail. You can see the detail around that blue gem there. Still though, I kind of wish there was some more color to it. But I'll say it's still nice nonetheless. One thing I kind of don't like, so this kit comes with some stickers. Two of them are the Autobot insignia right there on the shoulders. I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me. What does bother me is these tiny little stickers that I use for the lights on top of the Optimus Prime chest, because these are actually used as the lights that's on top of the semi-truck. Honestly, I don't think that's needed. I mean, they could have just colored that in, or they could have just made some small pieces so you can just place them there or slap it in there. But those small stickers, it's just, you gotta have a steady hand. And I've talked about detailing on this channel many times, especially if you want to put some decals on it. So, and some of those decals are pretty small, so just be watchful and have a steady hand on that. But that aside, I did do some paint lining. I thought that helped make this kit stand out a little bit. I did some of this little backpack here around the shoulders and some pieces around the torso. So if there's an opportunity, I will take it. But it is some articulation because of the shoulders here. So you can raise this up ever so much. You can move the arm forward and back. Put this down. Rotate the shoulder 360 degrees. You can rotate the smokestacks 360 degrees as well. But yeah, that's about it for the chest. Next up are the arms. And the arms actually probably my least favorite, just because there's actually not much to this. It's just that red color and the little yellow arrow that is on the forearm there. But yeah, that's about it. Even with the shoulder attach, I would still say this would be my least favorite part. There's not much detail on this. It's kind of boring to say the least. The only thing I will give the arms, which is not really the arms itself, it's the hands. You actually get a lot of different hands to pick from. I think there are 5 sets. So you have the fist there, you have a finger point, you have some open hands like so. You have a different kind of open hand. and you have a trigger finger hand. And one thing I like about it, like I said, there are 5 sets, so you get 2 open hands, or technically 4 open hands, 2 trigger fingers, 2 fists, 2 fingers that are pointing. So you get all that. So I would say that is a really big plus, I would say, for this kit. Something I was not expecting. I mean, the fact that you get 5 sets of hands, that is a lot better than some Gunpla that I have reviewed, says something. But for articulation, obviously the hands can rotate 360 degrees because it's just on a little ball joint. And you get a little bit of an elbow bend, and actually not too bad of an elbow bend. Not too bad. I'm sure it'd be a lot better once the shoulders attach, but all in all, not bad. And that's about it. You can rotate the arm once it's attached to the shoulder. But yeah, that's about it for articulation for the arms. Next up is the head, and it's just a very classic Optimus Prime head. I did put some paneling on top of the middle crest there. There's actually some detail on the head, so I kind of like that. Like I said, the middle crest there. There's some like bolts or something on the back of the head. There's a nice little detail, even like on the side profile of Optimus Prime head. I think it's pretty nice too. But yeah, I mean, there's not much about this that again really stands out, but I say this is better than the arms. Like I said, the arms I'm kind of disappointed on. But all in all, I say this is pretty nice. There's a little bit of a movable piece here, and you can actually rotate this all around. So a nice little feature for the head. But I would say even the sculpt itself, like the head, it's pretty, I would say it's close. It's not, I would say 100% to the G1 version, but it's pretty close. But yeah, I like the head. Next up is the waist. And I would say the waist isn't too bad. Only just some slight detail. They use some paneling on the side skirts here. But all in all, I'll say it's not too bad. It does have a nice little gimmick here where the legs, once attached, can move forward like so. And these are individuals, so you can doesn't need to be, it's not on the same joint piece. These two can be individual, so that's pretty nice. The colors here are pretty nice as well. Yellow, gray, blue, even a little red in the back there. So all in all, pretty good. One thing I would just make a comment on, these side skirts up front, I don't know if they're not pushed all the way in, but it looks like here, the yellow pieces are pushed in out a little bit more than they need to be. I can't say for certain, but I know this is just the kit itself or just mine. Can't really say, but aside from that though, I do like the little detail, just like how Optimus Prime is. He has those little yellow pieces that on front of his waist there. So all in all, pretty nice. And there's a little attachment point there, probably used for an action base. I'm gonna test that out to make sure it fits properly. And yeah, I'd say a good waist there. Next up are the legs, and obviously the legs are probably one of my favorite pieces for this kit. Just because nice, really solid pieces, nice colors, and there's actually 2 different shades of gray. The piece on the side and the front here is a darker gray than the piece used for the upper leg. So all in all, pretty nice. There's actually some good detailing on the leg compared to the arms. Of course, I did some paneling there, did some paneling there. There's even some nice detail up front. Of course, there's some little detail right around the knee there. Even like the feet is pretty nice detail too, especially the way how it was constructed. You know, all these are just individual pieces, and they are put together pretty nicely. Yeah, all around pretty good. For articulation, you have a really good knee bend there. I'm really happy with that. This can move. Of course, it would move a lot better once it's attached to the waist. The feet can go up, can go just back just a little bit, can go side to side. The front foot can actually do a whole 360 like so. I actually don't see any point that it needs to do that, but whatevs. But yeah, I'll say that's about it for articulation. Not too much there, but I think that knee band, I think it should be okay with everything else, but we shall see once this is all put together and posed. And lastly, we have the weapons. So Optimus Prime has two weapons. I'm going to start with the first one here, which is his main rifle. And unfortunately, this kind of is a little bit sad looking. Like, there's some detail on the back of the rifle, but other than that, there's not too much. Yeah, maybe some detail around the handle, but I kind of wish there was a little bit more detail. So that might be something that'd be a lot more customizable on my part to do. I kept the hand here, so that would just be easier to just attach this here and attach this out instead of just trying to maneuver, get a hand there, and just, no, it'd just be a lot easier just to place the handpiece here and just attach and detach the wrist over here. But yeah, aside from that though, yeah, unfortunately, I feel like the rifle is probably a weak part just because there's not enough detail. But aside from that though, we also have an energy axe, which is a pretty nice translucent orange. And I don't know how good you can see through here, but if you look through this little bulb here of the axe, you see all those little white specks in it. Yeah, I was sitting down, when I was saying, I was saying more like buffering the pieces that got cut off, so you don't really see the nut marks. But that was a little bit bad. That was the bad thing on my part, because I forgot to blow these out right before I attached them, and I tried to disconnect these, and it was actually a little bit of a pain. So these are not part of the kit, I promise you. I just got some debris in there. But aside from that, though, the Edge Axe is pretty nice. You know, nothing too crazy. I do like how it's translucent orange. And the good thing about this is you can just detach one of the hands, like so, and just attach the axe, like so. Which is pretty simple attachment there, but I kind of wish that there was a fist inside the energy axe. Well, that's just my personal preference, but still, I say this is pretty nice as well. Definitely looking forward to putting Optimus Prime all together. This is my first Optimus Prime model kit, so come and see how this goes. I know there are other ones out there. They are a little bit too expensive for my part. For the time being. But I know the details on those are pretty nice. But this would be a nice little starter in case I want to get my hands on some other Optimus Prime model kits. The only thing that I've not yet seen, which is a little crap I even have with this one, but I'll say it's not too bad, is just this one does not transform. I'll say the kit as a whole is pretty nice, but it would be kind of nice if this does transform. But if it does transform, I don't think it would be that price. I think it's going to be double at the very least. But still, though, I am still excited to put this together, really definitely see how this looks fully assembled, and see how posing works. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But until next time, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more video updates. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments. I'll be sure to reply to them as soon as I can. My social links are down below. One is Instagram and one is Reddit. The two videos here, one is the unboxing of Optimus Prime, and the other one is a video that YouTube picked up for your viewing pleasure. So, thank you all for watching. Until next time, keep on building.